Hi everyone, Alchemist here. First of all, I would like to thank you very much for your subscriptions, for your likes and comments. It truly means a lot to me. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate your contribution to this channel. Today is a tarot reading for you. This is a collective reading, and I'm going to use this beautiful tarot deck to channel the reading for you. Now, if you want your own personal or private reading or customized sigil or spell or other services that I offer, you can find them at thyself.com, and I have some links in the description box below. You can check them out as well. So let's get right to it. It's going to be a message from Spirit, and I'm just going to open up the doors and let whatever Spirit want me to tell you through this beautiful tool. And remember that tarot is only a tool. Tarot is just a tool that I chose to connect with Spirit. There are many tools that you can choose. You can choose crystals, you can choose pendulums, Ouija boards. There's many other tools for spirituality to connect to the unknown. Alchemy is a tool, sacred geometry is a tool, meditation is a tool, yoga is a tool. These are all tools, and one day I might just drop tarot, because these tools, we just need them to help us connect to Spirit at first, and then one day when we gain experience, knowledge, we realize that we don't need these tools, because the best tool that was given to us is our human body. It's the best tool. So remember, don't give power to your tools. They're just tools. You have the power. You have the Spirit. You, your soul, are the special ones, not the tool. But in the West, we fantasize and we glorify tools. We give them power and we say, oh, look at this crystal. It's going to do this and this for you. Yes, crystals are amazing. Yes, tarot is amazing, but they're just tools. Remember that. Never give power to the tools. So I'm going to use this tool to see what message Spirit wants me to tell you right now. And this message can help you maybe in your life, or it cannot. Maybe just one word is going to resonate, one sentence is going to resonate. This is the goal with these readings. Don't get it wrong, don't get it twisted. When you watch a reading, it doesn't mean that it's going to change your life. It means that it might help you or not in something you're going through in your life. Because the universe communicates and speaks in mysterious ways. Sometimes it speaks through other people. Sometimes it speaks through synchronicities and signs, through numerology, through messages that you see randomly in your daily life. And sometimes it speaks through me and through another reader and through another reader. So don't take everything seriously. Sometimes take it with a grain of salt. But you'll know when the message is for you. You're gonna know. Let's get right to it. Anzuchresh iseref in ran kilech zondrasmik akrofene kelech osan iteremes unjachmich niqnasonif erren zon ikeremesefen zondrasmikal itarroch sondiker ishesuleren. These are the first cards that I pulled here, and I love this deck because it's heavily artistic. It relies on imagery, and it's just such a beautiful deck. And this deck actually was given to me. It was a present. I didn't buy it myself. It's one of the couple decks I have that were given to me. This deck, so here, Spirit is saying that you're in a good time and space where you're feeling these beautiful emotions. You feel peaceful, you feel love, you feel like things are calm, things are peaceful, things are feeling good, just like this depiction here. You feel content, you feel that your life is in this kind of dimension that's an overlap between the physical and the spiritual. And you don't want things. You feel like for the first time, you feel like you don't want certain things, because humans are always cursed by wanting stuff. Humans have been indoctrinated since a young age to believe that wanting things is necessary. Want, want, want. I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. And when you're an adult, you realize that you just want things in life and you have none of them. The reason why is because the way you were conditioned and programmed is wrong. It's not about wanting things. It's about living. It's about exploring life. It's not about I want this, I want that. These are all material things that were created by other humans to trap you in this kind of physical world, in this rat race, to always want, so they can benefit from you. These humans who have designed these things, by putting you in this trap, they can benefit from that. So you're finally in this dimension where you don't want anything. You feel like you're just living, you're just exploring. And it's a beautiful feeling, because look what it's allowing you to do. It's allowing you to be who you are. It's allowing you to explore your gifts, your abilities. It's allowing you to finally understand why you came here. What's your purpose? Is there a purpose? What is life all about? Why do humans reincarnate? Is it to pay back certain karma, or is it just to explore, or is it just so they can learn from this life as a test, as a lesson, and then move on to the afterlife that the Egyptians talked about, the afterlife that the Mesopotamians talked about, the afterlife that the Buddhists and the Hindus talked about? What's this afterlife? It's the afterlife where you rejoin the highest entities, the gods, where you move on to the next level of existence. But before you can do that, you have to learn. You have to be light. You have to not be attached to the physical reality, because something here that I'm hearing from Spirit is that the more you're attached to physical reality, the more you're going to stick around in the physical reality. I repeat, the more you're attached to the physical reality, the more you're going to stick around in the physical reality. What does stick around mean? Reincarnate. The more you're attached to this reality, how are you attached? What I just mentioned. You want, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want that, I want this person, I want that thing, I want that house, I want that building, I want this project, I want this success, I want that money, I want that person, I want kids, I want, and then you're attached. And the more you're attached to the physical reality by wanting a lot of things, the more you're going to come back and reincarnate, because you always think that you need and you want things. That's how reincarnation works. And the more I ask questions about this subject, the more I find the answers. And then through these tarot readings, answers come to me as well. So one thing to overcome this reincarnation thing, that's the dream of everyone. And everyone is paradoxical because they want to ascend, yet they want to ascend. See, it's wanting. The goal is not even to want to ascend. The goal is to carve your path and walk it and see where it leads you. It's not about wanting to ascend, wanting this, wanting to open the third eye, wanting to be spiritual, because the want can apply to the spiritual field as well. I want this. I want to become enlightened. I want to become a guru and teach people because I'm the guru who saves the world. Want. And then you end up with nothing. And then you reincarnate and you come back. And then you start telling people that I had many reincarnations before. I'm very wise. I'm an old soul. So Spirit's question to you is, why the heck have you reincarnated again? If you're such a wise soul and you've gained so much experience, how come you're back? Think about it. So now you're in this space where you're just exploring, where you're just finding out what life is all about without wanting anything. And that's going to lead you to where you need to be. That's going to lead you to the beautiful places you're supposed to be at. And the Eight of Swords reversed. You're not trapped anymore. You're not in a jail. You're not in a prison. The evil entities and the malicious spirits and the devils that were imprisoning you, your own devils that were imprisoning you And the programs and the dogmas and the ideas that were jailing you, they're not there anymore. That's why it's reversed. Because you feel like you're just on the path to finding out who you are, to uncovering your gifts and abilities, and to be in peace with whatever is presented to you. Just like nature, just like animals. Animals, they just follow the flow. If food is there, they will eat. If it's not there, they will just carry on by either looking for food or not, or just like living a simple life. As much as we are developed, as much as our brains are developed, that doesn't mean that we are not part of nature, because that's what traps most of humans to think that they're better than nature, that they're better than what nature has to offer, that anything that's natural, humans are better because we have something called the mind, because the mind allows us to be better than nature. And how are we better than nature? We're better than nature because we destroy it, because we have the ability to destroy it, therefore we're better than it. The key here is to be in this state where you're one with nature. And when you're one with nature, you become one with spirit. You start to tap into that unity that created everything. In the Kabbalah, in the tree of life, it's represented by Spheroth number 1. You know, the circle, the Spheroth, or in English it's called Sephiroth number 1. That's unity. That's creation. So by being you, by just exploring without wanting, you start to connect to the oneness that created everything. And that oneness is where ascension happens. That oneness is where everyone wants to go, but they don't know how. Let's pull a couple more cards. And here, at the bottom of the deck, I want to show you what I got. The Fool. So here we got the number 3 Major Arcana. We got the Empress and Major Arcana. Because you being in this state is going to make you harness the Empress energy. It's effortless. You're not trying hard. Things are just going to come to you because you're finally just being who you are. Whatever the universe gives you in your path, you accept it. You know that it's good for you. You know that there's something to learn from it. The Empress. And that's how you build your empire. You build it effortlessly. You build it in a peaceful way, without conquering, without negativity, without harming others, and without force or power, or imposing your own thing on other people. That's the most beautiful way to build an empire, like this Empress here. The Empress who helps others and who is actually a good Empress for humanity. And here we have the 10 of Cups. This state and this path is going to lead you to beautiful emotions, to happiness, to love, and to accessing other dimensions. While you meditate, while you do your rituals, while you dream, see, you're flying. You're flying in these other dimensions. You're exploring them. You finally understand what needs to be done. The puzzle is finally taking form, and the image is starting to show in that puzzle, and you know what's the image, whereas before you didn't know what the puzzle looked like. Now you know what it looks like, and you're finally flying towards that destination. And this destination, again, you didn't want it, you didn't know about it. You're just going in the unknown, and the destination will find you. It's not the other way around. Because you can't always expect something from your path, because if you expect something, you're only gonna find what you expect. So the key is to not expect anything. So when you find something, it's gonna be magical, it's gonna be amazing, it's gonna be fascinating. But if you keep just looking for something and you're expecting that thing and you already know what that thing is gonna look like, then you're gonna end up just finding that. Whatever you expect is what you're gonna find. So here, you're going towards the unknown, and it's gonna be magical and beautiful. And we have the 7 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Spirit is guiding you, it's commanding you on this path, and it's proud of you. It's telling you that finally you're doing what you were meant to do since the beginning. This is the best way to live life. And no matter what the obstacles are, no matter how many people try to stray you away from this path, you know that this is the best path for you because you listen to the guidance of spirit, you listen to your intuition. And earth is a tough plane of existence. It's hard, it's not easy. But when you realize that everything is part of existence and that you being on earth is part of your journey to explore and find out why you even came here, when you realize that it is part, this tough life that you think of it as a tough life, it's part of your journey. When you realize that, and you are realizing that, then everything will become amazing and things will become smoother for you. So Spirit is really proud of you and it wants you to continue your fool's journey, which was at the bottom of the deck, the fool. That's what you are. And you're on your journey to just see what you will find out. The path, you serve it. It's not given to you. It's something you carve, it's something you build. And when you build that path, when you carve it, you start serving it so other people can benefit from it as well. And you're not here to tell others what to do. You're here to just show what you're doing, and others will be inspired to create their own path. See, the goal of the alchemist and the mage and the witch is not to carve a path and tell others, walk in my path. Then it becomes a religion, then it becomes a dogma. That's what religions do. It's a path, it's a dogma, and then they start ordering and imposing that on other people. They say, follow this path, walk on it. See, in alchemy and the occult, it's very different. When you carve your path, you just show the others that this is your path so they can get inspired to create their own path and walk on it. Not to walk on your path. If I'm carving my path, it's just to show it to you. I'm not telling you to follow it. I'm not telling you to walk on it. Your goal is to create your own. All right? Just like the fool. And this is what I have for you. I'm called to stop here. This was a beautiful energy, beautiful reading. Spirit wants you to just keep doing what you're doing and to believe and trust that you have that power, that inner power that will lead you to beautiful places and ascension. And this is all part of a dream anyways. So don't take it seriously. Asochres ifeleren shon zimach ron sik reshiselen doch.